Hello, Mina. Don't get smart with me, Felix, right? But I didn't say anything. This one is also different because, hey, it's melted. Like the water, the snow around here is melted. Like it has no snow on it, despite everything else. It was snowing last night, so this is different. There's a weird smell coming from that incinerator. The door is almost open. It's almost like it's begging me to look inside. Well, well, let's see what stunning clue is concealed in here, shall we? Huh? It's empty. How naive of you, Phoenix, Wright? But it's a bit strange, don't you think? Franziska von Karma? I seem to remember. There was snow on this incinerator the first time I saw it. In other words, someone's been using it to burn something recently. Listen, Phoenix Wright. It's impertinent to call people by their full name. I was only copying you. This as well. There's a little gate that leads into the garden. It says no entry on the sign, though. Come on, come now, Phoenix Wright. What are you doing? Let's go in. It's half open anyway. What harm could come of it? But it says no entry. Don't you Americans enjoy doing whatever you like and simply say, whatever? That's got nothing to do with anything. And who told you that? This must be the door that leads to the inner temple, where Maya Fey was training on the night of the murder. Yes, there's a solitary room there called the training hall. You could do with some training yourself, Phoenix Wright. Ow! You're completely out of shape. Ugh, I don't know how much more of this woman I can take. Franziska as your investigation partner is amazing. I'd forgotten about this part that she is actually accompanying us here, and it's so much fun. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? Maya, she was supposed to be in here for training. Yet it appears she is nowhere to be seen. What's that? That strange lock. It wasn't there 2 days ago. This whole room is really giving up some strange vibes. This door. When I was here 2 days ago, the weird lock wasn't on it. Those chains, it's almost like they're guarding something inside that cavern. I've never seen a lock quite like this before. I have. I've seen locks and chains like this before. They look just like the ones that guard a person's secrets during a sight lock. I wonder if this lock is guarding something too. Dark secrets in a dark cavern. What do you think this yellowish poster is, Phoenix Wright? It's a scroll, not a poster. It's a picture of a woman who is actually... a woman? I don't see any woman here. There's a different atmosphere in this room since last time I was here. No, it's not a different atmosphere. It's a different smell. It's gravy. What's the matter? This scroll. It's been completely covered with gravy. Ah, yes. There is an very appetizing smell in the air, but gravy is a type of sauce. So, when you're out of paint, you Americans use gravy as a substitute, I see. No, no one does that. For starters, it stinks. This must be the gravy that we had with the roast on the night of the incident. But why would anyone do this? Why this scroll? What took you so long? I thought even you'd managed to get here faster than this. Oh wait, that's the wrong person. Trite. Give me a second, I just need to get this. I thought even you'd manage to get here faster than this, trite. Prosecutor Gordot, I didn't know you were here. Prosecutor? How come you didn't show up at the trial today? I could ask you the exact same question. Huh? But I had a cold, so I had something slightly more important than a common cold to deal with. The importance of which is something you had no hope of ever understanding. Enough. I believe I have a measure of you. You are the very worst kind of prosecutor. What could be more important than a trial? Who's the wild mare, trite? This is Miss Von Karma. She was acting prosecutor in your absence today. Some dopest channel, huh? Aren't there other mods in that channel who can also do it while you're making dinner? Well, I guess yeah, I owe you one then. But you can go now, princess. It's time for the big boys to take the reins. Just who do you think you are? This case is my... Hey, Philly, know your role and shut your mouth. I can't stand women like you. I'm only gonna say this once, Lady von Wippenberg. Go home. Phoenix Wright! What are you hitting me for? You deserve more cracks of the whip than that, trite. What? You still don't get it, do you? You don't realize that you've set something in motion that you'll never be able to undo. There's something different about Gordon today. I'm getting such a strong stench of something from behind that mask of his. Is it anger? No. Or is it sorrow? You had some important business, and that's why you didn't work in court, huh? So, what was it? I've told you once before, but perhaps you don't remember. I'm gonna smack the dumbass out of you. You see, trite, I've experienced something most have not. Death. You died? Of course. Being extradited from hell is a tedious affair. The meticulous regeneration and adjustment of all your internal organs is, well, let's just say that modern medicine allows us all to live to a ripe old age. Even someone like me. So, you mean that mask you wear is this ugly device? I promise it's not a fashion statement, my unenlightened friend. Without this, I can't even see your frequently dumbfounded face. I didn't know. My eyesight is pretty messed up. Even with these huge goggles on my head, I still can't see everything. Still, I keep this worn out piece of junk of a body going with regular servicing. I'm sorry, but you say you experienced death. How is that possible? What happened? Why don't you ask him? Huh? Me? Yeah, trite. You. You should know all about it. You know when my life ended. And who ended it for me. Well, Phoenix Wright, do you? I don't know what he's talking about. Although, to be honest, I do feel a little tug of in a corner of my memory. I think I do know what about how Gordon was killed. It will all become clear in due time. Isn't that right, trite? Earlier you said something about done something I can never undo. What did you mean by that exactly? What do you mean, Pix? Ah, you're trying to figure out why God has this grudge going. The inner bred temple here on this side of Dusky Bridge is a completely isolated island. That's what Sister Bikini said too. And I wonder, Wright, do you know what the police are doing here today? What do you mean? They're searching. Searching for any trace of an acolyte who went missing. Missing? As leader of the search party, I can tell you this with absolute certainty. Maya Fey is not on this side of Dusky Bridge. Huh? But that's impossible! She came here that night and... I won't say it again. The chances of her being here are nil. Excluding, of course, one very unique place. One? Where's that? The Sacred Cavern. The entrance of which we are standing right now. This is the only place that the search party has yet to explore. So they haven't searched the cavern yet, huh? Be aware though that the temperature of inside frequently falls below freezing. Even if she were in there, the chance of her being found alive are slim at best. No! Which means, Trite, that you sent Maya Fey to her death. You fool! If that's the situation, why aren't you in there with the search party right now? You must have blinders on, my equestrian angel. Don't you see the big lock and the chains? It's a trick lock. I'm making preparations to open it as we speak. Well, Trite, once again, a woman dies because of you. Once again? What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've forgotten. It was only 2 years ago, after all, when the last unfortunate woman died because of you. Because of me? And do you know who that was? It was Maya Fey's sister. That's right. Mia Fey. Mia? You killed her. No, that's not how it was. It was 2 years ago. Mia Fey was pursuing someone, a man, but she bit off more than she could chew, and she made a very dangerous enemy. Yeah, that's one case I'll never forget. But I got that guy personally. Sure, Miss Fey's murder was caught, but that won't bring her back. Well, no, but you were with her at that time. You and no one else. It was your responsibility. You should have protected her. You say Mia Fey was your teacher? Well then, I'd say you have learned nothing, Trite. You robbed her of her life and now you've let her sister suffer the same fate. I haven't sentenced Maya to death, no. What is this peculiar looking lock? Why don't we just break it open? It would be a simple matter of... I'm afraid we can't do that. This area has always been prone to earthquakes. The repeated tremors have weakened the foundations of the training hall. Any excessive force used to break open the lock would, well, let's just say the inner temple of sacred caverns would be a thing of the past. Very well, then I suggest the obvious solution of opening with a key. Sure, just show me where the keyhole is in this trick lock. There's no keyhole? That's right. An interesting puzzle, huh? The person who said this lock is the only one who can open it. Then who was it? Simple. The accused. What? Iris? When an acolyte undergoes training inside a sacred cavern, the attending sister is responsible for locking the entrance. Obviously, the night of the murder is no exception. Maya Fey was a trainee there. Sister Bikini did mention that a number of times now that I think about it. She said that Iris was left in charge of supervising the early stages of the training. So, Iris, the accused, is the only one who can open this lock. I've arranged for her to be brought here now. Iris is the only person who can open this lock? I hope she gets her soon. Hang in there, Maya. We'll get you out. So, I should be getting back to work. Wait, Godot. How sure about Maya are you? There's no doubt in my mind. She is in the sacred cavern somewhere. It's the only place she could be. You better start praying. You'd better pray that that friend of yours brings the accused back here soon. Edgeworth? Listen up, Wright. There's only one thing I want to say to you before I go. I'll never accept you. Never. You should choose your friends more carefully, Felix, right? That's what everyone says. It looks like I don't have much of a choice. I guess I'll just have to do what I can for now. I don't know. Should I? Shouldn't I? Sounds like someone's talking to himself, but where's that coming from? Yeah, I guess I better wash that off. That's what I'll do. No, but I can't do that. I'm a detective. Ah, my brain. This is driving me nuts. Ah! Is something troubling you, Scruffy? Please don't whip me all of a sudden like that, sir. It was merely a simple greeting. A friendly tap on the shoulder with my whip. So, what's up, Gumshoe? Is something on your mind? How do you know, pal? Perhaps you were trying to decide if you wanted to wash that off or not. How did you know, sir? Oh, yeah, I nearly forgot. You can't go through that little gate there, okay? You mean the one that says no entry on it? I kinda already snuck in there. Is he trying to be clever or something? So, what's behind there, Scruffy? Huh? A kind of garden, like... Garden? A garden? Yeah, anyway, it's under investigation now, so keep out. I'm not telling you, I'm asking you, pal. You got me? Isn't it normally the other way around? Well, see you later. Obvious. Clue is obvious. So, shall we adjourn to this garden, Phoenix Wright? Of course. What else should we do? I would really want to know what Gumshoe was thinking of washing off. Yeah, Gumshoe is a thing, so let's go to the garden. I still have more left here. So, I still have more of this here dessert to finish up eating. I should probably do it. Yes, I know, pigs. I mean, it could work. Like, if not Maya, Francesca definitely. There's a strange feeling in the air. I wonder what it is. Strange feeling? Forget about that. What's that strange writing on the stone lantern? Ah! What are you doing here, sir? I thought I said you couldn't come in here. Don't you know, Scruffy, a von Karma will always show up whenever there's a clue. And there are plenty of clues to be found here. But... Poor Gumshoe. So, how's the temple investigation going? We had the best forensics team in the world working the place. Forensics team? And what was the outcome of this scientific study? Nothing. Scientifically speaking, the place is clean as a whistle. That's simply not good enough, Scruffy. Do you think I'll let you get away with something like that? Uh-oh. Well, there were a couple of things that bothered me when I first got her, sir. That stone lantern and the surrounding air that is not covered in snow, correct? They look kind of fishy to me, you know, scientifically speaking. So I got the lab boys to look them over. The results were... well, it's kind of hard to say, actually. I guess I better look into them myself. About Maya... oh, did Mr. Godot tell you yet? Yeah, that's true. And I guess it also works both ways. I mean, Felix can give the shovel speech to Miles, and Miles can give the shovel speech to Felix. Yeah, he like Gumshoe is no Emma Sky. Yes, we heard. He's got a search party out looking for her. But there's nowhere else that she could have disappeared to on this side of Dusky Bridge. All we can do is wait for Mr. Edgeworth to get her, pal. Edgeworth? He's escorting Iris, the defendant, over here. We'll have to wait, since she's the only one who can open the door to the Sacred Cavern. Oh, I think Mr. Edgeworth wants to talk to you about something too, pal. Huh? I wonder what that is. Just don't be expecting any good news when you talk to him. When I spoke to him, Mr. Edgeworth sounded down. I felt like I was drowning. Sounds pleasant. What the heck is that? Uh-oh. You spotted it, huh, pal? Are you kidding me? It couldn't be more obvious. It says Maya. Yeah. And before you ask, it's written in blood. You will answer all of our questions now, Scruffy, without exception. Yes, sir. And there's another thing here as well. There's a charm or something poking out of the snow. It looks pretty old. There's a leather cord tied to it too. Oh, Edgeworth is a playable character, just like from the previous part of this game, and in the next game I'll be playing in the Ace something series, he is the main character. So we'll be playing that. I've set it all up to play Miles Edgeworth Investigations. Apparently it belonged to the victim. To Miss Zelie's duck's nip? Yeah, there was a broken leather cord around the lady's neck. The ends of the cords found on both the victim and the charm match exactly. The first Investigations game has a Western release, the second one does not, but a diligent viewer here on the chat, on Twitch, did give me a copy of a fan translation, or where I could find it, tipped me on it. So we're going to be playing both of them at some point. So shoutouts. This little trinket is going to be my ticket to getting some very big answers. Curain Master's Talisman. Maya. So these letters are written in blood? Yeah. What's worse, it's the victim's blood. Huh? This is Miss Ducksname's blood? We haven't done a detailed analysis yet, but, well, it's looking that way, pal. Huh. Most interesting. Felix Wright, I presume you know, don't you, why Maya's name is written upside down? You know what? That was really bothering me too. But I just came up with the answer, the results of my own special gumshoe investigation. Really? Do tell. Well, on the night of the murder, that stone lantern was actually upside down. Anyway, there's really only one logical explanation to this mystery. Miss Elise Duxton wrote this letter herself, in her own blood. You must be joking, that's impossible. The writing on the victim's blood and the other clues left behind, it seems pretty well that this garden was the scene of Miss Duxton's murder. At least, that's our current theory on how the events took place, pal. What? I would love some whiskey. Actually, I do have whiskey like out in the kitchen. but I probably shouldn't, you know, set a good example and all that stuff. So, Miss Duxman was killed here? However you only look at it, that's what people are saying now. Then, what Sister Bikini saw in the courtyard at the main temple was... Well, what was it? If that was the scene of the crime, then what did she see? What do you think, Miss Von Karma? Surely a special gumshoe investigation would reveal that answer, no? But wait a sec, the bloody writing and all the clues here, someone could easily have set it up after the murder, right? Sorry, but that's not an option, pal. Why not? How quickly you forget, Phoenix Wright. Ever since the incident occurred, this place has been completely inaccessible. Because Dusky Bridge was completely burned out. I was overseeing the repairs to the bridge the whole time. No one came over here before me and my men, which means no one could have planted all this stuff here, pal. I can't think of a counter-argument to that. I knew it. I should have washed the blood off the lantern as soon as I got here. If this really is the scene of the crime, and then I need to figure out exactly what it was that Bikini saw. So now we have to go and talk to Bikini. Within the main hall. Last piece. Too sober for this. It seems as if you have a visitor. Mr. Wright. Iris, I'm really glad to see you. Gordon managed to mobilize the police by claiming the state of emergency. Not him again. Never mind him, we gotta hurry up and unlock the sacred cavern. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. It's my fault someone so important to you got this locked in there. Mr. Edgeworth, can we finish our conversation later? Alright. Let's hurry to the inner temple then. I'll see you later, Wright. Wait, Edgeworth. I'm coming with you guys. Sorry, Wright. I can't allow you to come with us. What? I hate to be the one to break it to you, but my affair is in a rather delicate position. What do you mean by a delicate position? This isn't simply a rescue operation, Wright. It's also an investigation. That being the case, we can't allow members of the public to interfere. Come on, Edgeworth. If anything happens, you'll be first to know. Please understand, Wright. But it's Maya, Mr. Wright. All that matters is that Mystic Maya is rescued, correct? Listen to the voice of reason for a change, Phoenix Wright. From now on, consider anything beyond Dusky Bridge to be off limits. We'll be going now. Please excuse us. Ah! This is no time to be standing around, Phoenix Wright. Aren't there other things that demand your attention? She's right. Thanks. Thanks for reminding me. It's so sweet. Sister Bikini, looks like she's shrunk a little since I last saw her. Don't be so rude, Phoenix Wright. What's wrong, Sister Bikini? My, hello you two. How are you two doing? Aww. From the sound of that sigh, I guess you're still pretty down. I was just here, you know. She was accompanied by that handsome crimson-clad prince. Is she talking about Edgeworth? It was just a courtesy call. I wasn't allowed to talk with her at all. Oh dear, it's all my fault this has happened. Poor Iris. She was worried about my back, would you believe? What have I done to her? Only what you had to, sister. You bravely stood and truthfully testified of what you saw. There's no shame in that. And we'll see to it that your testimony wasn't made in vain. Well, I don't hear anyone else saying that.